Today we are headed to Jean Lafitte for the Jean Lafitte Seafood Festival. Don't let the rain fool you. Although we are in the middle of hurricane season, today is supposed to be pretty decent. So Jean Lafitte is about an hour away from Luling, which is about 30 minutes from us, and we're going to pick up my brother on the way there. If you're interested in this festival, there are all kinds of fun activities going on today, from an art walk, Grammy Award winning music, loads of delicious Louisiana cuisine, as well as kayak and pirogue rentals and carnival rides. There's also going to be swamp tours, with the last tour ending at 5 p.m. today. The festival went on from June 25th to 27th. Today is the last day, it being a Sunday, and this is a yearly thing. So we are going to hop in the car and head on over to check it out, and hopefully we won't get rained out. So I'll see you guys there. Hey, there's a pirate museum.
That'd be good too.
Oh yeah, was Jean Lafitte?
Yeah. I think we should go.
So that looks like the festival. I'm glad we did the shuttle because we don't know our way around Jean Lafitte at all. So I think this was a good idea. And I also want to point out that while I have been to many Louisiana festivals, mainly the Alligator Festival and the Strawberry Festival, I've never been to this one in particular. But festivals are a big part of Louisiana life. They're a big part of our culture. We love to celebrate, we love to party, and festivals are more than just Mardi Gras. You can have a festival for all kinds of different things, but many of them revolve around food, like Alligator, or like Strawberry, or like the Seafood Festival here. They're usually put on by the the Rotary Club. And they're usually used as a fundraising event to help like fire department, maybe the police department, maybe the EMS. But I was particularly interested in the swamp tours and in the art walk.
We'll probably wait like 30 minutes to an hour to eat. Or, you know, eat whenever.
Okay, so apparently the 15 is just for entry. If you want to ride the rides, it does cost extra.
Coffee over there.
And in addition to local fare, you also have your usual general fare junk booth. Here would be the ride ticket booth. And it looks like it's a lot of like little kid rides. And they said they moved most of the bands into the auditorium because of the bad weather.
This is probably the art wall.
Yeah, I think so. I think that is the art walk. Well, that's worth considering for sure for next year.
Yeah.
Hey, step up, step in. Last step up, last step
And I guess over there is all the big kid rides for big kids like us. I guess it's like Alright, I think this is the art walk. So I was expecting like a bit like a gallery setting, you know, or an art show. And this is more like a craft fair, which is legit. I just misunderstood. I did figure there would be crafts and vendors. And one of the reasons I wanted to head out was to see if this could be a good fit for me since, you know, moving back down to Louisiana, I'm starting all over in a lot of ways. Okay, there's more of the art walk over here.
Would it be okay if I came by y'all's house afterwards?
Sorry. Always a fun challenge. Okay, alright. So I'm gonna walk down so you guys can see everything. So this is more of like the 2D kind of art, whereas back there was more of the 3D kind of art. And they have an ATM here, so that's good. Oh, and then they got food. Oh, they actually got a lot. It's just kind of all, let me get out of their way. It's just kind of all spread out. Oh, I'm still in their way. Nice dye sublimation prints. That always, for colorful art, dye sublimation just really makes it pop. Really makes it shine. Alright, so this is the local food area. And you got food trucks, you got booths, more food trucks. So you got seafood, you got jambalaya, oysters and redfish. Looks like they got local restaurants making a showing.
$5.
No, I wonder.
More seafood, which I mean, this is a seafood festival. I was always disappointed at the alligator festival when I wasn't able to buy alligator. Oh, and then there's more food options on the other side as well. Okay, so I got the crab balls, so they're fried with crab bits, and then Joseph got the boudin. So, Joseph, what's boudin, for those who don't know?
It's a sausage with a bunch of mix-ins, like rice and things like
But
that.
primarily,
I believe it's primarily pork.
no, I thought boudin was blood sausage with rice.
I thought blood sausage was pork.
Let's ask Kenneth, he knows.
I can tell you this is intestine on the outside for sure. That's not
Yeah,
flesh.
and then the skin for it, it's usually rice mixed with usually pork. You can get it with other things besides pork, but I mean, they have to
Usually
make it
pork.
like that before.
Yeah. So like you could get deer boudin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty popular actually. How's the boudin?
Pretty good.
Alright, so we are off to go do the swamp tour. We're hoping to get on the boat, but apparently they have you go through the woods, which is nice as well. But we got 7 minutes to get there, so I guess we should walk fast. Isn't this a nice boardwalk trail? No bikes. Jean Lafitte, Wetland Trace.
Oh man. Regular adults and beautiful fish and no fishing hooks and no bobbers in the water.
It is actually really beautiful.
Frogs. You know they do this? In the small water, it seems so far out. Maybe 15 words or anything. I think they should go to boardwalk.
I really want to make the tour.
Yeah.
I will leave y'all behind if I have to.
I think they should make a boardwalk in St. Charles Parish.
That would be nice.
I know they got the Wetland Watch Park and Spillway, where people go crabbing, so.
It's like, what? Sorry. This is what I want y'all to think about when you think about Louisiana. I don't want y'all thinking about industrial plants. I mean, that is a point, but this is what I want to come to mind when people talk about Louisiana, because this is what I love. This is why I have a minor in environmental science. This is why I draw comics in Louisiana, about Louisiana, because this is important to me. And this is what I want to be able to show people. And they have all these little observation decks. If we weren't kind of running late, we got 2 minutes to get on that boat, I would be taking my time. But I want to make sure I catch that tour. That's one of the reasons I wanted to come out to begin with. So, if I ever catch up and can pitch a comic again, I would want to pitch a Lilliputian adventure out in the swamps with gator riding and nutria wrestling and collecting native foods. The problem with that is that doing that in Cara is really difficult to do on a budget of nothing. So that's why I would really prefer to do it with a publisher. This is going to be my workout for the day. I'm trying. I'm not running. That's the one thing I will not do is I'm not going to run. There's the boat. There's the boat. There's the boat. Hopefully we made it.
Is he ready to start?
We managed to catch.
Hey, we weren't the only late ones.
You'd have to wear a swimsuit for that one. They spray water on you with airboats and
So the tour is $10. It's a 45-minute tour that leaves every hour on the hour, and you leave from that beautiful boardwalk trail that I showed you guys, that I basically sped walk with you guys. Oh, it's so pretty out there.
all the water on the ground, the boat just sweat.
Wow, look at all that water out there.
They got airboats today.
Oh, look at the fish. Now see, couldn't y'all imagine reading a story about tiny people riding herons and catching fish and riding on turtles? Y'all paid that good money for that, right? So, if you want that, you let Graphics and Random House know that you want Becca Hilburn, certified Louisianian coon-ass, to draw that story. Because she's from ruling Louisiana. You tell them that.
So you have to like hitch ropes between all the kayaks.
I just lost 20 minutes of footage of a beautiful swamp tour that I really wanted to share with you guys. So I'm gonna try again. I ran out of room on my SD card. So this is a 45-minute tour, $10 every hour on the hour. 45-minute tour, like I said. You guys can see an alligator out there. I got some photos of some beautiful stuff. I'll share it with you guys, but wanted to take y'all for the whole tour, and my SD card goofed on me. So anyway, the tour guide's doing a great job. He knows a lot. But basically the gist is that this is what, yeah. We especially watched it when we lived in Florida. We watched swamp people a lot when we lived in Savannah and Tennessee because I was so homesick. Yeah, that's the licenses. Yup. Anyway, gist of this is, this place is so beautiful. People don't think of this. Not really, when they come visit Louisiana. They think about bourbon and all that. But this is what I want y'all to think about. And it's very endangered. It's very at risk of being traded for things that are far less lasting and far less beautiful and far less valuable in the long term. This is irreplaceable. And that's why I want to make graphic novels and tell stories about Louisiana. I want Louisiana kids to be proud of who they are. I grew up ashamed. I thought I was dumber than the rest of the U.S. because that's what people everywhere else says to us, treats us like that. But we're not. Very smart, very resilient. And shoot, when I went to SCAD, I realized my book knowledge, my formal education was better than a lot of people I went to school with. So I want more Louisiana kids to know that they are valuable, that they have a unique, rich history, and that they have things to be proud of too. And I want to show that. Alright, I'm coming at y'all from Joseph's phone because for some reason, when it's most important, my SD card failed multiple times. So I will repeat myself for the 16th time, which is a bummer because I'm really enjoying the swamp tour. The tour guide is doing a phenomenal job, and I said some really important, heartfelt stuff that just disappeared into the ether. The joy of being a YouTuber. So this is a $10 swamp tour. Very good price for a swamp tour. You can see the boat we are on. It's a flat bottom boat, and that's great for shallow waters like this one. This is a 45-minute tour. Took off every hour on the hour. And we walked down that beautiful wooden boardwalk to get to this, and they're taking us out into the bayou. Now, y'all missed all of the gorgeous cypress swamp. I got some photos of that I'll share with you guys, but my phone ate the video, and I'm very disappointed in that. But I'm going to share with you guys what I can. Devin says that's sawgrass. Devin, I guess that's sawgrass. It looks like marsh out there. But for the 4th time, this is what I wish people thought of when they thought of Louisiana. Legitimate. Not Bourbon Street, not party time, not get drunk and puke and embarrass themselves, not just the embarrassing tourism. That's important, and you're free to enjoy it, and Mardi Gras is a wonderful experience. But I do wish they would look outside of a 4-block area where everything is 5 times the price it is anywhere else. I wish they would journey outside in New Orleans and actually see what we're like and what we think is beautiful and what we value. And that's why I make graphic novels set in Louisiana. That's why it's important to me. And that's why every project I pitch will be something that celebrates what I grew up, that celebrates my heritage and my childhood. Because as a girl, I grew up reading books about kids in Connecticut and New York and California. And I had to identify with them. It wasn't impossible. But when I pitched books to publishers set in Southeast Louisiana, one of the big responses I would get is, oh, it doesn't have universal appeal. But let me ask you, why would a Louisiana girl have anything in common with a girl in Connecticut other than a shared human experience that a girl in Connecticut might not have in common with a girl living in Louisiana? What's so wrong with wanting people to understand, to see, and to fall in love with your culture? So I'm sharing these videos, I'm sharing these vlogs to maybe help bolster that argument that this is a beautiful place, well worth loving, well worth seeing, well worth celebrating, well worth promoting. And that, dang it, if you're going to do a book set in Louisiana, stop hiring Portland artists. Hire somebody from down here. We got a lot of talented folks who, you know, I do have some vitriol, to be real. I'm very passionate about it. And me being sweet about it ain't changing it. So now I'm going to be fired up about it. I'm not mad, but it happens. I see it happen all the time. So, you know, I want it to change. You can hire somebody from Louisiana. Many of us are actually formally, professionally trained, you know, if that's what you care about. We got the skills to pay the bills. So give us a shot if you're doing a story set in Louisiana. Rather than paying someone who has to Google everything and can't actually head out, doesn't know what the food tastes like and doesn't understand the culture, doesn't even know what the accent sounds like, hire somebody from down here who actually lived it and knows it, loves it, and can represent it. But, you know, Kara, set in Louisiana. Actually, I really want to do a Lilliputian story set in the swamp, like an adventure 3-part, 3-book series, you know, with gator riding and nutria wrangling and turtle wrestling and riding on herons and just living out here and lots of native foods. I think that would just be so cool. Oh look, those are the live oaks. Beautiful. And you know, while I'm working on Kara, I can't work on such another project out of pocket. But I sure would love it if a publisher wanted to collaborate with me and saw the potential in such a book. I definitely think it would be pretty exciting, especially since, as you guys can see, this is a real environment. This is a real place that people can go out and see. So Devin says that thing bobbing out there is a crawfish jug. And there's another. I do appreciate that. The people sitting around me, they've heard this pitch so many times because my camera keeps dying. I do appreciate their patience with me though.
It's like making your face film right there.
Alright, looks like I got my phone fixed, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So that was definitely frustrating for me, repeating myself and losing such nice footage, such beautiful cypress, that I know for some of you guys, this is going to be the only way y'all might ever see it, you know? I want to show y'all so that if you ever can, you can head out and come visit. Don't be afraid to venture outside in New Orleans. Honestly, some of the best food is outside in New Orleans. And certainly a lot of the culture is too. Our tour guide was talking about many of us being Heinz 57. That's a term I grew up with. It means you're just a little bit of everything. Apparently his great-great-grandmother came from the Philippines. So, you know, that's something I think a lot of people who think about Louisiana don't have a clue about, is just how culturally diverse we are down here.
There are not many other boats out there, huh?
Oh, we passed this on our way out, so we must be on our way back. Well, even though I'd hoped to share the whole 40-minute... Yeah, look, there's the entrance. Just because I'd hoped to share the whole 40-minute tour with you guys. I wasn't able to, but we got another tour scheduled later on in the summer, and I'll try to share that with y'all. Seems like my phones always have trouble when I want to share something really important, something really meaningful with y'all, something that's dear to my heart and that I want to convince y'all is a thing of beauty worth keeping and sharing and preserving. Blows my mind though, some editors, y'all need to travel more, folks. To think this isn't worth sharing, that no one would care. I grew up reading National Geographic and I wanted to visit all those places. I think young folks, young readers want to learn about the world, especially places they might not get to visit. Gives you something to dream about. I mean, shoot, if I hadn't grown up reading about Japan, I never would have visited. And we sure would love to have y'all visit here. But I was working on a Louisiana cookbook. I still am. I need to pick it back up. And I had someone tell me I should make it more of an Americana cookbook because there's not enough interest in a Louisiana cookbook for young cooks. Well, I don't know about that. I've sure had some bad fake Cajun food in Savannah and Nashville. So someone ought to teach them how. Maybe they need a baby book on how to do it. And there we go. Here we are. We made a loop. It would have been a wonderful tour if my camera hadn't been stupid. But y'all can see how beautiful it is out here. How peaceful. You know, it's so cool out here. It wasn't hot at all. It wasn't humid at all. It was a really enjoyable 40 minutes, except for that little girl squealing. Alright, well thank you guys for joining me on a swamp tour today.
You did a good job. No, I mean, I get a lot of
But yeah, like I said, this is what I want y'all to think about when y'all think about Louisiana. I want to share what's really, truly valuable and beautiful with y'all, rather than just what everybody talks about all the time, all the tourist stuff, but the stuff of lasting beauty and value. Because this is my home.
Becca would appreciate it if you sent her some.
Oh yeah, I already took a lot.
I think this is the walkway they showed in that picture that they were building. 'Cause this looks kind of new. dog in person one time. Of course. And I was a friend of mine caught it. It was real
No, I don't think so. No, it's not a magnolia. It's a type of lily, I think.
Yeah, we have to go all the way back again. Maybe go closer to this place. What time is it, Jonathan?
So those are swamp mallow. They're related to hibiscus and they are native here.
People are going in here.
Yeah, that's where the music was out originally. Okay, we are off in search of some rides for adult people, and basically you gotta walk all the way out and then come back. But I mean, that's why they gave you this. Although it's blocked off. Not a whole lot of rides, to be real. I think the Alligator Festival used to have more rides than this, but not really a lot of options. And then a ticket's $1, and then these rides take 4 tickets. I don't know about that. Okay, so we have done pretty much what there is to do today. Rides are a little expensive for what they were. $4 for that thing. I don't know about that. And the swamp rides have just wrapped up. So that's over. What I don't really understand is they charge for everything. You charge $15 to get in. I guess it's for the music. You pay for your food. You don't get, this doesn't like come with like a drink or anything like that. And then you pay for the rides in addition to that. So I had a good time. I really enjoyed the swamp boat tour. That was $10, but like I don't understand why you're paying for the wristbands other than maybe as like a charitable donation, because everything costs. But I had a good time, like I said. It did get a little hot, and I'm real bummed out about losing so much footage. That's the true heartbreak. Now they do have a weekend pass, so that might be a better deal if you live in the area rather than, you know, just doing one day and paying all that. Check out those rain clouds. I think we left at a good time. Hopefully it won't be just downpouring, but hey, even if it is, we'll just be getting in the car and driving back rather than like trying to get out and waiting for the shuttle. And wow, it is like it wasn't joking. It started quick. We kind of got lucky. Favorite part about today, Devin?
That's the swamp tour in the boardwalk.
Swamp tour in the boardwalk. Okay, I gotcha.
Swamp tour.
Swamp tour. Check out the duck. Oh, I wish I had food for you, friend. Looks like we missed the rain though. What was your favorite part of today?
Going on the swamp boat.
Swamp boat. So a lot of votes for the swamp boat.
Yeah.
How about you, Rose? What was your favorite
swamp
part?
boat.
Swamp boat. What about the art tour?
I did like that.
I did too. And my favorite part was the swamp tour. I really enjoyed that, but I also enjoyed the art walk as well. All right, my northern friends who make fun of us for our inability to drive through snow, you are welcome to come drive through hurricane season anytime you like.
This isn't even a hurricane.
Yeah, this isn't even a hurricane, but you're welcome to come deal with this. I'll take this over the snow.
Sit on half the chair.
And there's
I can-
no better way to end a day than with some fresh hot beignets.